Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with a sad but probably not too surprising update regarding the Sims 1 mobile project. Developer Reese has announced in a blog post today that he had been contacted by EA to cease any and all efforts to bring The Sims 1 to mobile or any other platforms. As frustrating as it is to see this project come to a close preemptively, I can see why EA would do this, because if this game had come out, it probably would have really affected sales of premium currency for The Sims Mobile. Even though this Sims 1 port wouldn't have costed anything, people would still probably turn to this over The Sims Mobile, because with The Sims Mobile it has all sorts of frustrating premium paywalls. But then with this, there isn't any. It's just, okay, you can just play the game, play as long as you want, and you don't have to pay anything to do that. What you're seeing here is footage of what Reese was able to get done in the few weeks that he worked on this project. So yeah, it is pretty neat to see this, even though we're not going to be able to play it. But it's still nice to see proof that this was in fact a thing, and I think it is kind of cool to see this game that's basically revisited but with a different user interface, just with a little bit of a modern touch. You may notice some bugs here and there, but Reese does say that he would have fixed all of those things and made the game better optimized by the time it would have released. I'll leave a link to the blog post in the video description below, so you can also watch the full video for yourself at your own leisure. I gotta say though, I think EA could have handled this situation in a much better way. Instead of just outright shutting down this project, maybe they could have hired Reese and any other willing developers to make this game for them and release it on Origin, because there's always lots of demand from people to have the Sims 1 complete collection on Origin, and because of that, really, there's no denying that this would make them a lot of money. So if they had hired developers, including Reese, to bring this to Origin and maybe incorporate the enhanced lighting effects and things like that, that would definitely sell like hotcakes. And it wouldn't be the first time ever that fans and companies have collaborated to bring something together. A really good example of that is Sonic Mania, which is coming out next week, and it was actually being made by people who used to make Sonic fan games, and it's already being really well received. So many people, critics and fans alike, including myself, are just really eager to play this game, and it looks pretty much perfect. So imagine if EA treated fan projects the same way Sega did. I think that would really help kind of restore some more positive reputation to the Sims series as a whole too. Would it be an easy thing to figure out legally and just logistically? Probably, but I think it would be well worth the effort. Even coming from someone who just found out yesterday how to get The Sims 1 properly working on Windows 7, I think it'd still be much more convenient to have it available on Origin, as getting the game to work on Windows 7 manually involved me jumping through a number of hoops and just isn't ideal at all. It's not something the average user should have to do. And that's pretty much all I have to say, so overall it's a huge bummer that this got cancelled. But at the same time, I'm not surprised that EA did this, especially since it would have been direct competition for The Sims Mobile and The Sims Free Play. But if EA cares this much about protecting its intellectual property, then they should do this sort of project themselves. Because, well, if there was no demand for it, then I don't think people would be trying to do projects like this in the first place. But I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day! Thanks for watching!